The time is 10 a.m. and this is WKYT Midmorning, an update on a crash in Texas that killed and injured several members of a Lexington family.
A mother says a shocking discovery at a Kentucky Walmart has put the health of her family in jeopardy.
And details on Dolly's big stop in Danville and the triple-digit ticket prices.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
Good morning to you and welcome in. Hope you had a great weekend. It sure was a nice finish on Sunday, wasn't
it beautiful? Really gorgeous.
Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey here with the latest news, and we have another nice day off and running.
There should be no complaints if it's like yesterday, a really nice start to the week.
And so we have that sunshine. It's warming up a little bit. Here's meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, it does look good outside. A lot of sunshine the rest of the day. A few clouds start to build later on this afternoon. Don't expect any rain out of that. So it's a dry day in store. Temperatures are there in the 60, 65 now in Lexington. It already feels really nice, but by the afternoon, you're going to feel that mugginess start to settle on in. It's a pleasant day, though. It's 77. It really gets muggy the next few days, and that's when those temperatures really ramp up. We're talking about temperatures much higher than this. Are we looking at a possible 90-degree reading in our forecast? I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in just a bit. In the news this morning, a sad story that many of you have been talking about this morning. But there is some good news about a Lexington family that was involved in a horrible and deadly crash.
The Avalar family was in Texas over the weekend when their van was rear-ended and pushed into the path of a semi. Israel Avalar and his three sons, Kevin, Daniel, and Matthew, all died. The good news this morning is that Avalar's pastor at Clays Mill Road Baptist Church here in Lexington says 3 other family members are now improving. Avalar's wife, Hilda, was in critical condition but has pulled through 2 surgeries and is expected to recover. His daughter, Kimberly, and his mother, Sarah, are also improving. Avalar's other daughter was not on the trip. She's now in Texas with her surviving family members.
A man who police say admitted to killing the mother of his children is set to face a judge today. Lexington police charged William Pomeroy with murder and tampering with physical evidence. They found the body of his girlfriend, 43-year-old Amy Kogel, on Friday morning in the backyard of the couple's home on Pinckney Drive. She had been shot multiple times. Pomeroy has turned himself in to police. His hearing is scheduled for 1 o'clock this afternoon. A 5th suspect in a Lexington teenager's murder will be arraigned today. Jordan Jackson is facing charges in connection with the October death of 18-year-old DeMichael Bolton. State police say he was shot outside an Anderson County business during a Kentucky State University homecoming after party. Kendall and Kenneth Berry, William Edwards, and Antoine James are also charged with Bolton's murder. State police say they are still looking for a 6th suspect.
Well, just into our newsroom, police in Pulaski County are looking for a gunman after a Sunday night shooting. The sheriff says 37-year-old Harlan Richardson was shot on Ringgold Road. He was flown to UK Hospital. Police say the suspect is Richardson's neighbor, Dwayne Peters. His car was later found at the Lake Cumberland Flea Market.
In Madison County, Ryan Denholm's murder trial that was set to begin today has been delayed. Instead, he has a hearing that's scheduled for 10:30 this morning. Denholm is charged in the 2011 shooting death of Zach Flower in Berea. Denholm's brother, Matthew, is already facing a life sentence for his role in Flower's death and for the murders of a Richmond couple.
Visitation is tomorrow for a young mother who was killed in a Jessamine County crash. 20-year-old Corianna Blackford was from Harrodsburg. She died Saturday when she crashed into a tree on US 68 near Wilmore. Family members say Blackford leaves behind a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old. A Hardin County father accused of abusing his newborn baby will face a judge today. Court records show Justin Owens' 1-month-old son arrived at the hospital with a fractured skull and brain injury. Police say Owens first told them he tripped while carrying the child, but later admitted to losing his temper.
A Kentucky mother says she was stuck by a dirty needle found in a pair of pants at Walmart. Mary Crawford says she bought the sweatpants for her son in Monroe County. She says she was at home putting them into a gift bag when she was stuck by what she later learned was an insulin syringe. Because there was blood in the syringe, Crawford says she now has to undergo some extensive testing for hepatitis C and HIV.
I'm mad at whoever done this, but at the same time, like, I feel like I should pray for those people because obviously they need some help.
Walmart says the safety of its customers is a top priority, and they're working with Crawford to investigate her claim. A sad update this mid-morning out of western Kentucky. A dog missing since a tornado hit Mayfield has been found dead. Matt James says his 2-year-old blue heeler named Ruger was ripped from his arms during the storm earlier this month. Last night he posted on Facebook that Ruger was found not far from where the storm hit. James's use of social media to try and find his dog attracted attention from around the world.
Lexington police are looking for the driver involved in an overnight hit and run. It happened around 3 o'clock this morning on South Broadway at High Street. No one was seriously hurt when one car rear-ended another. Police are looking for a newer model Chevy pickup with some front end damage. Well, several Kentucky officers who lost their lives in the line of duty will have their names added to the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial in Richmond today. 4 of the officers died last year. They're Officer Daniel Ellis with the Richmond Police Department, Officer Burke Rhodes with the Nicholasville Police Department, and Kentucky State Police Troopers Joseph Ponder and Eric Chrisman. The ceremony will also recognize 5 Kentucky officers killed in the line of duty between 1893 and 2013. Governor Matt Bevin will deliver the keynote address. Well, the search is intensifying in the Mediterranean for more wreckage from Egypt Air Flight 804.
That plane traveling from Paris to Cairo crashed into the sea last week, killing all 66 people on board. Jonathan Vigliotti has the latest now from Crete.
An Egyptian submarine is now on the way to scour the seabed north of Alexandria, Egypt, looking for the data and voice recorders belonging to Egypt Air Flight 804. The U.S. Navy is using its P-3 Orion surveillance aircraft to help with the search.
We can stay out here for a good 6 hours looking for people. We have a lot of windows throughout the aircraft. Everybody's looking out windows.
Egypt Air 804, contact Padua.
This newly released audio recording captured a standard check-in between Flight 804's pilot and air traffic control over Zurich, Switzerland.
Thank you so much. Good day. Good night.
2.5 hours later, the aircraft began veering erratically before plummeting into the ocean. Teams here in Greece have been assisting in the search. The black boxes they're looking for emit pings for up to 30 days. Data published by Av Herald, an aviation industry website, claims smoke was detected on board minutes before the plane went down. Aviation experts say that alone could rule out the possibility of pilot error.
There is no human error that would have triggered smoke alarms.
Airline officials say it could take weeks to identify human remains that have been collected, adding to the grief of relatives still searching for answers. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Crete.
And the president of Egypt says it will take time to establish what caused the crash, but a terror attack has not been ruled out. So far, no terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the plane crash. President Obama has removed a half-century-old ban on selling arms to Vietnam. Obama, who's on a 3-day visit to the country, says both sides have established a level of trust and cooperation. Meanwhile, Boeing has announced it is selling 100 aircraft worth about $11 billion to a Vietnamese airline. The deal was signed in Hanoi, in Vietnam, and witnessed by President Obama.
The world's first surviving septuplets have graduated high school. Alexis, Brandon, Joel, Kelsey, Kenny, Natalie, and Nathan McCoy all crossed the stage yesterday as part of Carlisle High School's class of 2016 in Carlisle, Iowa. The septuplets were born November 19, 1997, after their mother took a fertility drug. The siblings are pursuing different paths, including different colleges, also the military.
Well, maybe it's good they don't all sit in on the same college.
I know. That's a real force in that class, going all their different directions.
I tell you what, well, it's great, and congratulations to them.
Well, a country music legend with an oversized personality is bringing her tour to the Bluegrass.
Should be fun. Dolly Parton will perform at Center College's Norton Center for the Arts on August 9th. Her Pure and Simple tour will feature her most popular hits through the years, as well as a few new singles. This is Parton's largest North American tour in more than 2 decades. And tickets aren't cheap. They start at $175. You could buy tickets on the Norton Center's website beginning on June 6th. And I bet it sells out regardless of those prices.
I have no doubt. She's always a sellout. Well, keep it right here on Mid-Morning.
Right, there is no crying in baseball. How these young players are turning the tables on their male competition.
An awesome day in store. Temperatures already rising very quickly. It's a little taste of summer is what we're going to be tasting as we travel off through the rest of your work week. I'm going to show you 80s deep into the forecast. Coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Bright blue skies out and about for virtually everybody out there. We have a huge dome of higher pressure with us, and like I always say, when you have that around, yeah, life is good. We're at sunny skies, 60s already. Listen, we finished off in the upper 40s to lower 50s for all locations. We're already in the low to mid 60s. I mean, we're rising very rapidly, and you kind of feel that mugginess out and about too, meaning not only here comes the warm air, but also the moisture too, and that's going to play a key role as we slide off into the rest of the work week. 77 degrees the rest of the afternoon. We'll have mostly sunny skies. Few clouds filter in, but do not expect any rain. So if you're trying to get outside, knock out some errands that you weren't able to this past weekend, you'll be just fine. Walk around the neighborhood, head out to the park. Grilling out later on this evening is going to be absolutely fantastic. Lower 70s at 8 p.m. You really can't ask for a better evening than that. Going in overnight and into tomorrow morning, still don't see a problem whatsoever. And that dome of higher pressure, here's what happens. Once we get off through the next 48 hours look pretty good. I don't see any problems. If you can't get out and knock out some yard work today, trust me, tomorrow you'll still be able to do it. But tomorrow's a little bit warmer, and a little bit with that muggy air, more of that sliding back in. So the next 48 hours, pretty calm, pretty quiet. I don't see much of an issue. That's pretty easy forecast. After that, it's going to get a little interesting. Got a couple of rumbles of thunder during midweek, starting off Wednesday and then going all the way through your weekend. Now, notice I'm not saying a washout. Notice I'm not saying anything like last week where we had one thunderstorm after another and it was just adding up one day after another. These are a couple of rumbles. This isn't a washout or widespread rain, but still you can expect some of these thunderstorms to get a little bit closer to us. And as that happens, that front will slide closer and just pull in all that warm air. So 80s will creep on in here, and not just 81, 82, 83 degrees. We're talking 85, 86, 87, possibility of getting close to 90. I don't see us actually reaching 90, but we're still talking about it. It's in the sentence that we're actually talking about. None of these are record-breaking temperatures. Your records this time of year, actually in the lower 80s. But just know, if you're still trying to get some of these events taken care of, still trying to reschedule a lot of these ball games, you got to remember the past few weeks have been so wet, even on dry days, which, you know, we've taken a break from the rain for one day and then we pick right back up on it. And so it hasn't really given it a lot of time to dry out and reschedule a lot of these ball games. If you're trying to do that today, tomorrow will be fantastic. And really, after that, like I was talking about, this isn't widespread rain, 30–40% chances. So it's more like your afternoon kind of pop-up type of situation, but still the front gets a little bit closer. And once that happens, that'll give us a better opportunity of seeing a few more storms.
All right.
It's about the temperatures. You
we're
see
used
that.
to that.
As those get up there, I understand those development of afternoon storms.
Enjoy the moment.
That's right.
Well, a team of girls in Seattle is turning the world of Little League baseball upside down.
Yeah, meet the Peaches. They're named after a real women's team that played in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League back in the 1940s and 50s. But unlike the team of old, these girls play against the boys. And don't let the pink shoes and gloves fool you. They prefer to let their actions on the field do the talking.
All the boys at our school think they're better at baseball than us, and I kind of feel really good when we get it better because it proves them wrong, finally.
All right. The Peaches are part of a division that doesn't keep score because the players are so young. So we'll see what happens when it comes to the scoring.
They've got the winning attitude, though. Go Peaches.
They do.
Well, Madonna pays tribute to Prince, and Billboard crowns a new top artist.
And Daniel Nottingham has your eye on entertainment.
Adele! Adele was named top artist at the Billboard Music Awards last night in Las Vegas. Britney Spears opened the show with a medley of her greatest hits and took home the Millennium Award. And fans tuned in to watch Madonna pay tribute to Prince. The Angry Birds movie took over the top spot at the box office, pulling in $30 million in ticket sales. Captain America: Civil War dropped to second place, and Neighbors 2: Sorority Rising rounded out the top three. And Alice is back in Underland, this time to save the Mad Hatter. But to do so, she has to go back in time. Mia Wasikowska says the costumes and sets helped her imagine the whimsical worlds that Alice visits.
We had a lot more sets on this film than the first one, which is really great.
The film also stars Johnny Depp, Anne Hathaway, and the late Alan Rickman. Alice Through the Looking Glass opens Friday. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hope you keep it here on Mid-Morning on WKYT. Coming up, it's a boot camp without the push-ups.
Find out how it can prepare you for a job in the tech industry next on WKYT.
And Tuesday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $203 million. And Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $80 million. We'll be right back on Mid-Morning. WKYT's Mid-Morning on the air. We're so glad you're with us today. If you're interested in a career in computer programming, or if you're considering a career change, you don't want to miss out on this. A web developer boot camp is coming to Lexington.
To learn more about it, we're joined by Nick Such, the director of Awesome Inc. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, thank you all for having me.
We appreciate it. You know, when I was in college, there was all this push to become a computer programmer. That's what everybody was saying. And then it seems there was a time where they were pushing people sort of away from it. And now you say it is, it's back.
That's right. It's back. It's back in a big way. And we're seeing a lot more of, things from our finances to healthcare to agriculture making use of software. And we need people to build that software, and there aren't enough.
So the boot camp, that's what it's all about. Tell us how it works.
Yeah, so our boot camp is a 12-week program. As you mentioned before, it's not about push-ups necessarily. We might do some for fun. But it's a chance to learn how to be a web developer. To make not just those websites that you see, but we make web applications. Things that people log into, exchange data. And lots of companies, not just technology companies, need these things.
What can people expect then if it's not push-ups at the boot camp? What will they be doing?
Yeah, so we learn things like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these programming languages. And the boot camp is made for people who don't have a background in computer science. It's made for people who are transitioning into that career. So maybe you've been in accounting and spent a lot of time in Excel spreadsheets. This is that next step where you can build, actual applications.
But this is going to be a pretty intense course. It's not going to be like, 30 minutes a day.
It is. No, this is not a walk in the park. This is someone's full-time thing. When we say boot camp, we mean intensity. So it's a 12-week program, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the students who are the most successful in this will be doing homework, working on projects after hours. And
you say it's a good opportunity for somebody who may be considering a shift in their career?
It is, yeah. So we actually we have 10 spots available in the boot camp. We've had applications rolling for the past several months. They end this Friday. And those we have just these 10 spots. We guarantee a job for everyone who completes the program.
Wow. So who do you think, who's the good candidate for this?
So we've actually had a very wide range. We have some kids who are coming out of college saying, I studied one thing and this is really what I want to get into, to people who've had a whole other career in something else, have always been curious and they're spent a lot of time on a computer and said, why can't I make some of these things?
Still time to apply, right?
There is. We have a webinar tomorrow afternoon. There's more information on our website, awesomeinq.com, about that. Applications close on Friday.
All right, the actual boot camp in August. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Sounds like fun. Well, it sounds exciting.
Work and fun.
Yeah,
right.
That's right. Keep it right here this mid-morning.
Yeah, back in just a moment. We're going to check in with the Mr. Food Test Kitchen next, see what's cooking up here on this Monday.
We're so glad you're with us today. This spring salad recipe is worthy of being served at every picnic, potluck, and family get-together.
Maybe just on your patio. Today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, it's antipasto stuffed shells.
Every year, right before the holidays, we try to create a few new dishes, or at least a new twist on classic ones, that'll add some fun to whatever we're serving. And with Memorial Day right around the corner, I want to share with you something that'll make this year's family get-together even more exciting than Aunt Mary's gelatin mold that has all sorts of stuff floating in it. We start by cooking up some jumbo pasta shells. Once they're tender, we drain them, and while they cool, we mix together some deli ham and salami that we cut into chunks, some chopped tomatoes and cubes, a can of sliced black olives, chopped red onion, some mozzarella cheese, we cube that up too, and a bit of Italian dressing. After we toss this together, we spoon it into our shells and pop them in the fridge to chill. This'll give all the flavors time to come together. When these make their way to the table, topped with some Parmesan cheese, you better grab one quick before they all disappear. So here's what I suggest. Go online and get the recipe for our antipasto stuffed shells so you can make these this weekend. And don't be surprised if you see someone taking a picture of them to post on Pinterest, since they're that cute. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a picture-perfect way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Yum.
Our little summer treat for a summery day.
Spring salad. I like the way it sounds. Yes.
There you go. And we're going to have that type of feel the rest of the work week. It's not just today. You can already feel the mugginess kind of streaming on in here from the south. It's 77 later on this afternoon. Pretty nice conditions. 82 tomorrow. Still very dry. And then we hit Wednesday through the weekend. Yes, you see the icons. It looks like a lot of rain, but it's not a lot. We're going to go over that and these extremely warm temperatures at noon.
Okay.
Muggy. I bet that's coming back.
Right. Thank you for being with us for Mid-Morning. We'll see you right back here at noon.
Have a good day.